Hey everybody, it's Carol Belling. I'm your instructor, and I want to take a quick tour of Windows 7. It looks a little bit different from the previous versions of Windows, but all the parts are pretty much the same. Down here on the bottom is the taskbar, and so you'll see programs pinned down here. They could be here permanently or just because you happen to be using them that day. And it's kind of nice because you can scroll over here and see, oh, I have 2 Word documents open, or I have 2 Excels. And here you can see all the windows you have open, so you can easily go in between them, or you can even click the little red X and get rid of them. So it's pretty handy. Quick way to go back and forth. There's also some neat features here. If you right click on this taskbar, you can cascade the windows so they sort of all look diagonally across the screen. You can stack them, you can put them side by side, or you can minimize everything and show the desktop. So I find I use show window side by side and show desktop the most often. So let me show you what that looks like. So let's say I'm working on these 2 documents, and they're actually coming up on another monitor that I have, so you didn't see them open. But let's say I want to look at both of them at one time. I can right click here and put show window side by side, and there they are. And I can go here to view and put it so it's just the page width. View is always about how you see it, so that's kind of easy to remember. So now I could scroll through these and I could copy and paste from one to the other. I can actually use your Format Painter, which is this little guy here. We're going to learn more about that in Microsoft Word, but if you already use it, you can format paint across 2 documents. So it's pretty cool. And then when you're done, you can just right click here, show the desktop, and they're gone. Alright, so I've been working on a lot of stuff. I normally hate having this many shortcuts on my desktop, but it just so happens that I've needed them. So some of these are some files I had to email to people. This is a link that actually goes to the scanner software. Here's my recycle bin, so if I deleted something, maybe I can find it in there. This is a shortcut to the internet. So your shortcuts can be lots of different things. It might just be a folder. Here I've kept a folder of documents that I was going to access often. I don't recommend like stacking up a bunch of things here because it's kind of hard to read, and I think it gets really messy. Personally, I don't like that. But you can also you can organize these files. So I go here to sort by, and then I pick item type, and it sorts them by the type of document. And for me, that's the easiest way to find what I'm looking for, because I usually know what kind of document it is. And so this is also a picture, just so you know. It can be files or pictures or anything. This over here is called a gadget, widget, gadget. I don't remember. Anyway, let me take a look here. It's a gadget. Alright, so you can delete it right here and get rid of it. You can close it. Oh, make it larger. Look at that. Oh, I like that. Okay, and here's where you check out the options. So the tool means like, you know, fixing it, I guess. So you can change the location if you want, change the kind of degrees. And so that's just that particular widget, gadget. Sorry about that. Okay, if you wanted more gadgets, under the Start menu, you have all of your programs. These are the ones you use most often. And if you want to pin an application here, you can do that. So these are something you can modify. But the default is to put in whatever you've used last, and I find that is all I need, because if I'm using it a lot, it's always there. To see all the programs, you click All Programs, and now you have a scroll bar here, and you can scroll through everything. Here's your Microsoft Office. You click on it one time, it shows you all the applications in Microsoft. Right, so here's your Excel, PowerPoint, and your Word. And you've got a few other things in there. Let's see where my gadgets are. Accessories, these are things you often use. Here's your calculator, notepad, paint program, your snipping tool. So lots in there you can do. Generally, if I'm trying to do something on the desktop, and I don't remember how to do it, I just right click and I look to see what this menu is. menu offers. So here's my sort by, and that's going to sort all of my shortcuts. But if you look down here, I've got screen resolution, here's my gadgets, and then I can personalize some things. So let's take a look at gadgets. They have some cool standard things, and I think you can, get more online if you want even. So you can add any of these gadgets, and you just add it by clicking on it. Okay, clicking and dragging, there you go. And then let's say I want to modify this one. So it's saying, where should I go to look at the pictures? And I can say, well, I'm going to go to My Pictures and include all the subcategories. Show each picture 15 seconds. Let's do a barn transition and we'll shuffle them. So there it goes. It's pretty quick the way it flicks through the pictures. So that's an example of how you can get a new gadget if you want one. Let's take a look here also. We have screen resolution, which this one is pretty handy to know. I have 2 monitors going, so that's why I have 1 and 2. But you could modify your resolution here if the picture, the letters seemed really large, or they were too small and you couldn't read them. And here I have it set to extend the display, so I move across 2 screens as if they are one giant screen. So that's in screen resolution. Alright, last thing, personalize down here. This is really important because this is how you really make the computer kind of friendly and your own. There are themes you can pick from, and they're gorgeous. There's a ton of them to pick from. You can click here and change your desktop background. I'm going to browse here and see what I can find. Let's see. Here under my pictures. Yep, okay, more folders. So here's some shots from the new aquarium, and wow, these are kind of creepy huge. Select all, clear all. Wow. So I'm going to say clear all, and we'll just grab one and save changes. Okay, and you can see here we've got the crab, I guess it is. It's a very active background. You can change your sounds, the same idea, and also you could do a screensaver. I turn my screensaver off. Screensavers were designed back when monitors would burn. Whatever the image was that was left on a monitor too long, it would burn into the monitor and permanently be there. But it's been years since that's been an issue, so I don't bother with screensavers anymore myself. You can change your mouse icon, the mouse pointer, excuse me, your account picture, which is the little picture that shows up when you log on. So you can change just about everything on here. But that's good for me. That's all I need to do. Alright, well, I think that's enough to sort of get you busy and get you started, and I'll see you at the next lecture.